EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, it's Cunningham. And the Raiders have got him. Tyree Wilson, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Cunningham. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field. And they did exactly that.
This defense for the Patriots, they certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. To the football, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Cunningham. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The pass taken in by Mayer. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When you look at this Patriots defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback.
Murray fighting, lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Murray. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Down the right sideline. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Patriots at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Six nothing our score after one.
With the score, Raiders 6, Patriots 0.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Duvernay in motion. Now Cunningham. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Alexander. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Out left and complete to Thornton. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
Touchdown, Patriots! Tyquan Thornton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from moving out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Jacobs going to try the middle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
The defense is ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Raiders are once again back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Alexander. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Cunningham to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
3rd and 9 here. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken at the 37. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath. Hit him with a...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And remember, he put one on the ground last week. So the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble loss.
And zero excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL. And it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's caught by Tucker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that's an old play caller's trick right there. Right up there with run the ball inside the tackles on 1st down. You just watch your quarterback get sacked on the previous play. Now you let those defensive linemen penetrate again, hoping to get their hands on him one more time. But this time, he's got the perfect call dialed up, and the screen burns him for a 1st down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now Murray off play action. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here is 3rd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Murray on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Patriots 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Cunningham looking to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Alexander. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing under.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Ryland for the PAT. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
At the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Murray now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 91 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And deep. There he goes, right side. He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Cunningham. And he fires one incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cunningham. Off to the races. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Murray's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer.
Complete to Michael Mayer. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce him, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces good.
All right, just checking. And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Murray to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.